Oh my God. You guys, right there. Scared the living daylight out of me. He flew right in behind me, I think, or I don't see anything. See, even I'm fooled. It's them, trust me. It only happens when they're present. And the same, you guys look back through all my videos. You'll see it's the same thing. It's right there. He's a jay. He's right behind that branch, standing on something. He's right back. He's back there. Wow, they came in. See, here's where I was talking about. This is where you'd expect them to be, like in the mass hiding. There's your double leaner. There's got to be something going on. I'm just about to walk in there. You guys, I get a whistle. It's like right here. Okay. I almost had a heart attack. I'm not even kidding. Not because I was scared of them, but it's almost like, even if like one of your kids like scares you sometimes, you know, like you get that feeling of scared. That's what happened. You know, something I just realized, I'm so unzapped. We're going to go with the word zapped. It's called, they told me it's energy overload. I'm going zapped because it's just easier. And I don't have to explain energy overload to everybody. I'm feeling, you know, it's such a difference from the other day. I mean, you guys, all I know is, look, I took the camera, I'm like, I said something, I did something with this hand, I'm like, he wants to be, I didn't do this. He wants to be with us, but he's not allowed. Like, I didn't say that. I wouldn't say that unless I was, you know, saying, hey, that's what I think or something, but I didn't say it. And you guys, I had to watch it like 20 times. My eyes, I basically cried every time. Because it's such confirmation, you know. All right, stick with this, watch. So I want to go more this way. I have no idea where that happened. I don't know where I was. Oh God, look at that up there. Can I get up there? Some guy was like giving me a hard time. He's like, it doesn't matter, you're walking around, you're talking too much. It's amazing how he knows, right? He knows what to do with Sasquatch, yet he doesn't have a channel, have a video, and not one person in the world looks to him for Bigfoot advice. So it's amazing that he knows. Just fucking idiots. It's an amazing thing. One thing this guy doesn't understand is they don't want you to act anyway. They want you to be yourself. Just be yourself. As soon as you try to be someone you're not, and this goes for our world too. You're going to be rejected. No one wants a fake. If I make noise and splatter all over the place with water and mud and I'm yelling and it doesn't matter. Don't you understand that? They like me for me. I can do anything I want. And part of the deal is you've never been in a world like this before, ever. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? Did they get rid of that structure? I'm missing a structure here. Sorry, I just, once in a while, I gotta, you know, it only comes out in here. Like, I start thinking about it here, I'm like, it's almost like Sasquatch is telling them, not me. Look. I gotta find where that teepee was. I never saw it. Like, I think I said something about it, like on the video, but I had no memory of it till I saw it. Look at that in there. Let's see. I'm gonna start looking at. I should start looking at the camera lens. I can't see much in it. So I walked here. I remember this because of I had to do the video, and I had to do it twice. I did a really good video and I had to redo it. Isn't that incredible, actually, guys? I walked under here. Was that there? Maybe, I think I did stuff, but I don't see, I have no memory. It seems like it was, I do, and some of it, but it seems like it was like, how did I turn? Didn't I turn here? How did I do that? It's almost like he wanted me to see him hiding by the X. Or so I must have walked over here. So I zoom on an X from here. That's all I know. And I want to follow my zoom, basically. Blatant. Look how it sits right in the indent. So yeah, so you guys, enough of the advice. I don't need any, okay? There's nothing you can help me with. I appreciate it very much, but it's just confusing, and it's a waste of all our times. Because I'm going to come out here and do the same thing no matter what. And I zoom on this X that's not there. I know it was back here. Did I walk further? Like, I have no memory of this, you guys. I don't make this stuff up. And I never come back to the same place twice, typically. But I haven't seen this. Oh, and I want to find out what else is back here. Whoa, whistle. I swear to God. Other side of the ravine. It was perfect. I know I went to that X. I took a right, and I voiced over it. I put a voice in there and said, "You guys, look behind the tree." When I zoom into that X, and now I don't see the X or the tree. And this is right where he was. So it was somewhere right here. Not hard to believe. Do you guys see that thing that they left on the back of my truck? It was just leaning. Remember I said special treats? I see them sometimes, and not always in my pictures and others, where they have a staff like that, and it seems like what they'll do is touch that staff, you know, to something like that, or to the right kind of structure. I know it sounds crazy, and it helps helps them. It's with the energy or whatever. I'm walking right through where they are. I can barely control the goosebumps. I'm just trying to stay calm. So they would have been right. Everything was right in here and up. Because my memory is, even watching the video, I still can't tell from being here where I was when I zoomed in, and I said, "You guys, at this number, look," and he's right in the tree to the left. All I know is I was zooming from over there, this way. I was like in there. I turned around, then I walked to that X. That's the X. That's got to be it. And then right here was, he was standing right in there. I got a perfect one whistle this way. So what does that mean? I don't know. I guess we got to go that way. I love this place, man. This is different because they have all the structures they need, right? And they're very pretty with the X's and all, and then yet it's still very open and inviting in here. I got no choice. Perfect whistle across here. I don't know if the camera heard it, guys, but it was crystal clear, and it was a one-shot deal. Sasquatch. Are they trying to bring me to the real world? Is that what it is?
Nope, they're going to show me how this whole world is connected.
I really don't, because I want to get home. I don't like that feeling of all of a sudden I'm lost, even though I'm not. I don't want that. They're crossing here, but you wouldn't be able to tell. No footprints. I can see how flat it is, though. They're right here somewhere. They keep calling me, one whistle at a time. I follow that whistle, I'm getting to a new spot. Because I tell you, thank God, because I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't know where to go if it wasn't for that. And I think it's kind of leading me somewhere. I don't know. This has happened to me before, you guys. Some of the best experiences are the first time in that place, and you go back and expect the world of them, and nothing happens. It's almost like, hey, listen, we gave you a lot that day. We're just letting you know that this place is the bomb, and you need to come here and look around. We're not going to do, you know, parlor tricks for you just because you came back. Do I think they're excited? Yeah, but you know, you can't create too much evidence. You know, like, I will, but they won't. I can't believe I just had one perfect whistle. camera was rolling, so you might hear it. There's always a couple of you I know that can hear it. You figure out how to hear it. But for most people, unless it's like right there, they just can't, they don't know what to do. No offense. Put some Bose headsets on, some Beats audio, and then you'll be able to hear them. Perfect whistle. Maybe it is better than I think on the camera. I just get used to it. You know, I know what the camera can hear typically. Why would they want me to come in here? I have another spot too today I might take a look at. That's a few miles away from here. See, that's how a squirrel eats. He's gonna have a couple droppings underneath that branch. You think he goes to that branch every time and makes a pile the size of 10 giants would make? Nope. There's nothing on the ground there. There's nothing. Those big piles I show you with the holes and the pine cones every single time is from the beings out in this forest. Double lean into a tree, so you gotta check the tree. They have, you guys, remember, think outside of your thinking. He didn't climb up the branches like you and just is holding on waiting for you to pass. There's a whole other side to this that you don't get. We all don't get it. When I say you, I usually mean me in that. Sometimes I don't include myself just because I know it'll piss the guy off. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about. When really, I don't either, but it gets him so mad. Look. Not that I'm trying to get people mad, but sometimes it's like, listen, dude, you're crazy. You people are all crazy, some of these people. So look at this. They brought me here by whistles, but one at a time. It's never happened before. They're all around me. I've never had so much chirping and happiness of birds around me before. And the little ones, see, look, they're following me. It's hard to film them. I really thought I would just walk out, like, see that? That was so cool. Walk away from them, and no matter what, they're following me. There's got to be, I don't even know, 20 of them? 10 of them? There's one right there somewhere, I just saw it. The whole time, you guys, I have walked. So I sat there for like 10 minutes with the camera. I'm like, I'm getting this with this one whistle he keeps doing on the camera. Nothing, right? I just sit there. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for 10 minutes. Another perfect whistle. So I go to that whistle. I wait and wait and wait, look around. There's some stuff there, not really. Another one. Completely, the other way, going this way. So I'm like, all right, I'll follow that. And that's where I am now. I'm waiting for my next whistle. Look at that. You guys will be getting some orbs. Things like that. Whoa. What the? Did you hear that? He's right there. Something else, like wood, was thrown. How did that just move? Oh my God, you guys. That was just bouncing up and down right there. I'm not kidding. It's too much of a coincidence. This was just bouncing like that, like this. How could that bounce? It's not even bouncing when I kick it. Give me a second. So, they've got me back in these one-man spots. That's what it looks like. And you can see there's a lot of them. Let me show you. So, look at that arch. It doesn't get much archier. Sorry about that again. Being zoomed in. Okay. All the signs, right? And then the trails kind of go up here, and you get to another spot, and then there's another one, and then there's another one. And it's in the side of this. I don't even know how I got to this spot, probably because I came up to here, kind of saw, I saw that arch, that's why. So it like brought me up. I saw it from quite a ways away, actually. That has to be there. That's a really good one. He was just like, roar. And trails this way too. This is not really what I wanted to do today, but I had to come back here. You know, it could just be as simple as that clan. I might go back to the main area. I don't know. There's teepees there. Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell you guys, like, as I'm watching the video, it was one video I was not bored of because it was like I'm watching somebody else. I had no idea. I didn't remember anything. Like it was like I was editing someone else's video. It was pretty cool. Reminds me so much of Bigfoot Universe here. It's all the same. You know, it's a completely different environment and forest, but one thing I know is it's the same people. And that's why I did so well with them, because it's the same group. You know, it's the same like type of species of them and friends. I just know. I didn't know until I did the video, and I watched it 10 times because I didn't remember. I'm like, I kept watching and watching and watching and crying, and my eyes were just watering as he's speaking through my brain. Oh my God. And then, you know, like now it just seems like, you know, you tell the story and it just seems like it couldn't have happened. That's why all this is so difficult. I have to remind myself constantly, like, yes, you do Bigfoot, and you have to go out today and do a video because people are waiting for you. And I'm like, but I definitely do that, right? Like, this is real. That happened. I go through moments of this. It all happens in about 3 seconds, but I'm literally thinking, look at this trail. Right there. What was the other one that was the new shocker comment? Oh, Mark, there's a guy with a hat on. He must be your... Like, listen, man. Nobody comes out here with me. I would love to have someone come. There's nobody here, okay? I'm always alone. Always. Okay? Please stop insulting me. It really, really gets old. You're it's you that's the problem. Not me. Like, you're the problem with all of this. Nobody else. Stop commenting. Go do your own Bigfoots. Sorry, Patreon people. Like, you know, it's like, once in a while I just got to go off on these people. And I know some of you love it when I do that. Like, you want more. Like, listen, tell them to F off this time. And I'm like, no, because that's not right. And other people don't want me to do that. So I think the majority. Look at this. Another open hangout. All boxed and squared by Sasquatch himself.
Forgive my venting in this. So this structure is what kind of led me to this power thing, I'm calling it. Because I recognize it. I've been in this situation before. I'm already knowing it at this point. And you can tell by my lack of words. Like, I'm thinking about it right now. I know what this is. And so I follow it. That's what I'm supposed to do.
It bores me sometimes.
And get there.
Until I find, like, one I've never seen before. Then I get, like, so excited. Here's the trail. By the way, I haven't taken this quartz rock out of my hand. I think it's quartz. It's like, it has quartz in it. Which you don't see as much at the higher elevations like you do down below. Down below's got some amazing quartz. I'll be back there.
See, I already know for a fact that that structure's about to lead me somewhere.
You're searching your TP structures, you know you're in good shape. All right, let's go beyond. I think I found a little secret here, like a little secret walkout here.
I know this.
This is where...
From reading these structures, from seeing this.
I'm lower than my car.
Thousands of times.
The road goes way out that way. It turns way up there and goes out that way. The good news is, worst case scenario, if I follow, I don't know where that ravine goes, but my common sense tells me, like, if I follow that, I'll have to go down to the bottom of the mountain at some point where there's a river. So, worst case scenario, I'm fine. Here. Just don't want to get lost here. Whoa. See, I feel like this is the end of that world. This is where all your blockage is. See that? That tells me that that's where, you know, coming in this would be the beginning of there. Because I haven't really had too much of that until I got to the edge. It's got to be them, you know, it's where they block it off. Come on, I know you're right there. Yeah, I can't get past the branches in front. Hit the ground. This is like the sub-power station over here. I did it.
Every log you see on the ground is connected into one place, which is a teepee inside
Business
the bushes.
as usual. By the way, I didn't come running back here thinking they were gonna, you know, fall at my feet because the first time was amazing. I knew most likely this is exactly what would happen. That you walk into these new places that are amazing. I'm telling you guys, it's like 1 out of every 50 I find. I just made that number up. I don't know how accurate that is, but and then you do, and it's like everything happens to you. Everything happens to you in your heart, like in your body. You can feel it all happening. You lose your memory. It's an amazing thing. I forgot now. See, I lost my memory. I forgot what I was talking about. I had a point to make, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, and then the second time, you know, like when it used to happen to me, like when I saw them with my own eyes, I'm like, wow. And I have said this before. Look at that. Oh my God, you guys. Look at this. All right, I gotta start the clip over. Look inside. There's a teepee inside. So when you come back the second time, you know, or like after amazing things you never thought were possible happened, you kind of expect, like, wow, I'm onto something here. I'm cool. Like, they're going to be like all around me. And sure enough, it's always the same thing. Quiet. I got my whistles. I got my little things, but something dropped on my head. Like a bunch of dirt on my head. Look at that. But nothing like before where they just grabbed a hold of me. He's like talking in my head. He didn't even let me get in my car, you know? Look at the X before you come down here. There's like another nice flat area there. All right, cool. I'm gonna start a new clip. I'm gonna go inside that. If you don't see it right after this, it's because I'm mixing. I have so much from today. I'm just gonna piece some stuff together. Yes, sir.
All right, so everything in there leads to this structure, and then from this structure up the hill to all these other structures, and everything is connected. You'll see the video should be popping up about now. My end screen stuff should come up, and I think it's the one on the left is my last video. It's definitely worth checking out.